The Garden Report is brought to you by Prize Picks and the Game Time app.
Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to final word of the Garden Report from Las Vegas Summer League. On day one for the Celtics, they lose to the Heat in a close game, a game that they stayed competitive in despite the kind of sloppy nature of it. And a few standout performances, especially from the guards. More to be desired in the front court, so we're going to do 2 up, 2 down from the Celtics loss to the Heat here. And I'll start with an up for J.D. Davison, certainly, who did not miss a shot. Who moved the ball pretty well at different points in this one. Played with some real poise at the point guard spot when they needed it. It wasn't perfect. The ball pressure really bothered the Celtics in this one. I think it was the biggest reason they played so frenetic in this game at different points. But Davison became the steadiest hand as a passer, as a creator, where they didn't really have anybody else doing it for others throughout the game. And Springer was certainly a standout in terms of creating his own offense. But Davison, he needed to show something on day one of Summer League, especially here, and he did it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll echo Davison. I think just the way that he's, DJ McClay said he's, really controlling the game. That was the big theme with his in Maine as well, that he's not just a floor, he's not just a scorer, he's not just a facilitator, he's somebody that's kind of setting the tone, telling everyone where to be. I think they really needed him out there. They were a +6, I think, when he was on the court, and a lot worse when he wasn't. So that's one, and I think I'll add Jaden Springer as one guy who definitely looked really good tonight.
Another guy who needed it. Yeah,
and I think he's somebody that we know he can score, but the three-point shot has been an inconsistent thing throughout his career. He hit 2 tonight. If he can consistently hit three-pointers, that's going to be huge. And then defensively, second half, he gets the Jaquez matchup. That's as hard of a Summer League matchup as you're going to get, right? I mean, this is a guy who is a high-level rotation player, if not a starter in the NBA already, right? And he did a really good job of disrupting him and making things harder. So I really believe in Jaden Springer. I think he's going to be able to be a good NBA player in the next few years. I know some people have floated the Avery Bradley comp. I kind of see it. I kind of see elements of that. But tonight you saw what an all-around game can look like from him. He was facilitating. He was dishing it out to Queta. He was hitting threes, scoring off the dribble, playing good defense. You kind of saw a whole lot of important things that you're going to need from him if he's going to make it in the league.
Yeah, I love the poise he shot the ball with too, especially creating shots for himself, and they need in the second half to stay close. In terms of guys who need to play better on Monday against the Lakers, obviously Walsh, the headliner there. Massive shooting struggles in this one. Tough time controlling the ball in the lane too here in this game. And you look at the defense, that's where he's got to impact if he's not shooting well. And you didn't see much disruptiveness from him on that end in this one. You just saw the struggles get in his head during this game. And DJ said after the game, it's patience. Not only been the big picture for him in terms of his role with the Celtics going forward, but you had to let the game come to you more in this one if you're Walsh, and it just kind of mounted throughout.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was tough to watch at points because he's so frustrated, and you know how badly he wants to hit them. But at some point, it was like he was 0 for 2, and he was already so frustrated. So I think he has to get better at just staying, keeping his head out of it a little bit and just staying focused and staying.
He went out that massive run before
it was so premature too. It's like it hasn't even been that bad yet, and then it gets worse because it starts to boil over. So he's definitely someone that's going to want to bounce back. I'm trying to think. We have to pick another guy that looked not as great tonight. This is going to be weird because I didn't think Queta looked bad. He had 20 points, 9 rebounds. He was relatively effective, but I want to see, and it wasn't even that bad because he rebounded a lot of his own misses.
Yep.
But I want to see him dominate Summer League because I do think that he has a post game that we haven't seen a whole lot of. He has more moves that we didn't really see tonight. I want to see them run some stuff through him and see him really dominate because I think he can against this competition. But that wasn't really the role that they were having him play, so it's not really his fault either. They weren't really running stuff through him as much. But I think that he's going to be, if he stays here in Summer League for another couple of games, we're going to see him have a really massive half where he's kind of controlling things, controlling the glass, controlling things defensively. And that wasn't tonight. Tonight he was solid.
Honorable mention as well, the defense as a whole. A 40-minute game giving up 119. Not great. It was a layup line at different points.
I almost said the coaching staff, but it's not fair. They've only had a week. They looked a little bit discombobulated.
They didn't look connected. Yeah. And obviously we're comparing them to the finals team we watched a month ago, which is the highest possible standard, but wasn't great basketball from the Celtics here in this one. Maybe some silver linings and standout performances you can take away from this one as positives, but Celtics as a whole, as a team, got to come together and play better basketball as a whole. It doesn't help going up against Jaquez. Doesn't help going against
really good.
Major intriguing prospects on that Heat side, and that's probably another thing worth mentioning from this one. It looks like they're going to do it again in Miami with some of these unsung guys who looked awesome in this one, whether it's Khalil Ware or Johnson with that huge dunk, or Jaquez carrying over that rookie success in the year too. So they look great. Celtics, Lakers on Monday. We'll have coverage of that here. Noah Dalzell, check out her work on CelticsBlog. Show our sponsors some love. Prize Picks, use the code CLNS for 100% deposit match up to $100. And Game Time, use our code CLNS to get $20 off your first purchase over there. Get Summer League tickets on Game Time if you're out here in Vegas, or baseball, WNBA, whatever else is going on right now. Terms apply. Use that code CLNS for $20 off. Celtics lose to the Heat to start Summer League here in Vegas. We'll have you covered throughout here on Celtics All Access and CLNS Media.
Go to the Game Time app and create an account today, our official ticket marketplace, where you're going to get the best deals, and some of the best deals are right up until or even after game time. Create an account, use the code CLNS. Again, CLNS for $20 off your first purchase over there. Terms apply. You got baseball going on, of course, WNBA. You want to go see a game down in Connecticut, or concerts and events. I used it on Hiatus Coyote over the weekend, so I got a great deal over there, and you can too. And if you use the code CLNS, you'll get $20 off your first purchase, of course. Terms apply.
Hey, Bobby Manning here. If you made it this far, you probably enjoyed this video, so subscribe, turn on notifications, and check out our social media platforms at Celtics CLNS